this is Peter Loud. Today is Friday, May 3rd. I'm at 5308 Ballona Lane, Culver City, California. I'll be entering through the garage cleanout. That's the front side of the home. And in a brief moment we will be transitioning to the end of the sewer line, as that provides the closed video. We're about 45 feet into the main sewer line where it ties in with the city sewer at a depth of 8 feet. I'll be making my way back towards the access point. So the easiest way to tell that we've hit that city sewer connection is that what you're seeing on the screen is the water coming from every other house on the block, whereas there was water ran prior to this inspection just to make sure everything's flowing properly. The city sewer connection is also 8 inches in diameter, whereas if I pull back just a little bit, you'll notice that this clay section is only about 4 inches in diameter. So currently working our way back from clay piping, as that's very typical to see. Most cities will use clay for their sewer line material, given that it's relatively inexpensive and it's what they used at the time when they laid down the pipes. Service life of clay is estimated at about 100 years, give or take the ideal circumstances. So some issues that arise with clay are offsets and root intrusion, and if we run into those issues, I will kind of explain more about them. So we have already transitioned materials from clay to ABS, indicating that we are getting closer to the home, because typically you'd see clay running out towards the city street and ABS as you get closer to the home. There are some cases where it's ABS all the way up to the city sewer connection, with maybe a section of clay at the very end. In this case, it is primarily clay and ABS. So ABS is typically seen in newer homes, and it's the preferred choice of plumbing material, given that it's also relatively inexpensive and it does have a long estimated service life. And another reason why I ran water prior to this inspection, typically some issues that arise with ABS, one of them being low spots in the line, or in other words, spots where water can pool, where debris can also build up. And thus far, it's not the case for this sewer line. You can see there's just a little bit of water flowing, and we'll just kind of give it a moment to make sure everything's currently flowing. You can see it going out towards that city sewer. If you'll remember, I am working my way back from the city sewer connection, so the water is currently flowing away from the home, and that's normal. Distance indicator is located on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. We only have about 10 feet remaining. The line thus far is free of any material defects and debris buildup. And now we're working our way back from that access point. So the camera head is currently blurry because we're dangling, and there's water at the very end of the camera head. I will take a moment to clear that up. And as you can see, we've completed the sewer inspection. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call, text, or email me. Thank you.